Hi, my name is Jake Reed, and today I'm doing a presentation on my favorite sensation and perception thing that I learned this year in class. My favorite thing about sensation and perception is perceiving color because it's so interesting and all the illusions and everything about it just really blows my brain. One question that I always have when I'm talking about perceiving color is what is white light composed of? Well, white light is composed of multiple colors. There is a white light source that goes through a narrow slit. Then, when it goes to the prism, different colors will reflect off it, such as red, orange, yellow, green, purple, any color you can think of. Another interesting thing I think about perceiving color is something called saturation. Saturation is colorfulness of an area judged in proportion to its brightness. This is another theory that I find very interesting, and it's basically when color vision depends on the activity of three different receptor mechanisms. This theory derives from the combined works of 19th century scientists Young and Helmholtz. They say that there are three different cone systems in the eye, and each of these different ones perceive three different types of colors, which are blue, green, and red. And then this is basically what all color comes from. So, when we're talking about biological basis, we're understanding how our eyes and brains work together to interpret different wavelengths of light as distinct colors, an intriguing aspect of color perception. The complex biological process involved in vision, from the reception of light by photoreceptor cells in the retina to the processing of visual information in the brain's visual cortex, provide a deep insight in the intricacies of human biology. So, one of my very favorite things about perceiving color is the subjectivity of color. Color perception is inherently subjective. So, the main reason I find all of this so interesting is that it is influenced by individual differences in the structure of the eye and cultural influences. It also can be influenced by personal experiences. Exploring the ways in which people perceive and interpret colors differently can offer valuable insights into the diversity of human perception. So I really like this because color isn't just something you can look at. It can really be way more to way more different people. So regarding psychological impact, colors have a profound impact on our emotions, mood, and behavior, like we discussed a little bit earlier. Learning about color psychology and how different colors can evoke specific emotional responses provide a practical understanding of how our surroundings can influence our mental status. This knowledge has applications in various fields from marketing and design to art therapy. Now, perceptual illusions are really my favorite thing about perceiving color, so my favorite overall thing in sensation and perceptions. So, when we're talking about color, it's not just about seeing it straightforward. We dive into things like optical illusions and color blindness, figuring out how our eyes can play tricks on us or work differently for some people. It makes studying color perception even more interesting. It's like unlocking an extra level of mystery in understanding how we see colors. Some of my favorite things in class were like when we watched brain games or Dr. B got to show us different illusions on the screen and we got to participate in class and try along and see how we see different colors. And then we would share in class and discuss what people might see and what others might not. So, in conclusion, color perception is definitely my favorite thing about class. I like to think of it like our eyes and brain team up to turn light into all these different colors. I think it's amazing how everyone in the world sees colors just a little bit different and not the same as everybody else. Colors can also mess with our feelings, behavior, and I like learning why certain colors make us feel a certain way, and it's just very interesting to me. I also enjoy learning about optical illusions and color blindness. Our eyes play tricks on us, and that is just so fascinating to me. So I wanted to end my YouTube video off with a little social norm or meme or whatever you would call it from probably like 10 years ago, but everybody was so obsessed with was the dress blue or gold. And as I go back in class and we're talking about perceiving color, I couldn't help but think about this trend. And personally, I saw gold, and a lot of people I knew saw blue. But as a kid, I thought it was just so fascinating, and I didn't really understand why. But now, after this class, I really understand how different people perceive color very differently than others.